Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing? I'm Sam.
I'm okay. Eli.
Nice to see you. You're Eli, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what can I help you with?
I'm having trouble paying for gas, which
Okay.
is my number. Just paying for stuff in general, I mean, is really hard. I have a job, but getting around is really expensive.
Okay. Is there something that's happened in the recent past that's made it necessary for you to get a gas card, or is it like maybe continual trouble keeping up with your budget?
There are gas cards.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that's why you were here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, EAP does give out gas cards.
I heard that, but I didn't know if I would be like qualified for it.
Right. Well, I want to be able to help you any way you need, so we can give you a one-time assistance of a gas card to help you get to work. Or if it's something that's more long-term, there are other solutions for that as well.
Okay.
So
Well,
what are you thinking?
Well, I don't think that this problem is just gonna go away.
Okay. You want to tell me a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I like my job a lot, but I'm worried that it's not really providing me with enough money.
You work here at Goodwill, right? In retail? Okay. Are you part-time or full-time?
Part-time.
Yeah. So are they cutting your hours back like they are?
Yeah, I tried to get more hours, but they told me I couldn't.
Right. Okay. Have you thought about looking for another job?
I mean, I feel like between driving all the way to my store and paying for my kids and like taking care of them effectively, I just don't know if I have time for it, but I don't know. What do you think? Should I?
Well, it's really up to you. I mean, if you're having trouble making ends meet, it's really important that you find a way to do that. And my thoughts are it would be kind of pointless to give you a gas card if you're having trouble like on a week-to-week basis, because that's really just like a short-term solution for a long-term problem. So I would really like to find a way to help you that's not just like a Band-Aid, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, can I make more money, do you think?
I wish I could help you with that. Let's see. What we can do, EAP does offer some financial services by way of budgeting, so we can help you budget what you do have to help you prepare for the future. We also can just help you think through the stress that's in your life, like things that are just sort of weighing you down. Because a lot of times, you know, money is one part of the problem, but it's like there are other things that contribute to the stress.
Like my kids?
Like your kids, possibly. How many kids do you have?
2.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How old are they?
5 and 3.
Very cool. What are their names?
Liam and Josh.
Okay.
I'm just laughing because they're jokesters.
Yeah. That's great. So what
yeah,
is just like childcare that's stressing you out, or getting them everywhere?
That's really expensive too.
Right.
But you know, it's a catch-22. I want to work more hours so I can make more money. But if I work more hours, then I have to pay for childcare more of the time. It's just me on my own, so it's hard.
Are you married? Do you have a partner?
No, it's just me.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your daily life. Like, do you have any kind of social support?
I have some good friends that definitely help out when they can, but they have their own lives. They're busy too. But they are, you know, they've been my friends for a long time, so they're always willing to help out if, you know, things get really, really tough, which they do sometimes. So they'll take them on the weekends if I need to pick up extra shifts or things like that, but I feel bad asking too much.
But you don't think they'd probably step up enough to make up for another job?
No, I mean, they have their own lives. I have no family around here, so I would love to move back to where my family is, but it's too expensive to live there. I can't
where's
imagine.
that?
Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that managing my money would be really helpful though, because I sometimes feel like I'm not spending my money on the best things. Like,
okay.
so maybe some would be helpful for me, and I could have more money for gas, the things that are important.
Sure. What do you feel like you spend your money on that's not important?
Well, I get a lot of discounts at Goodwill, so maybe I buy too many clothes there.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. I suffer from the same addiction.
It's hard because I see all the good stuff come in, and I just want to buy it sometimes
Yeah.
before anyone else.
Yeah. So you want another job. You need another job to help
Yes.
make ends meet, to pay for gas, and are you having trouble with rent and utilities as well?
Rent's hard. It's just a big chunk of money, but
Mhm.
I understand how important that is. I need a roof over my head and for my kids, so I usually pay that all the time.
Before we go too much farther, I completely forgot to do this, but I actually need you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure.
Just before we start talking about all of the support systems in your life and everything that's going on, I want to make sure that we understand the limits of our confidentiality. So basically, what you say to me stays within EAP, but there are certain exceptions to that rule. If there's any evidence of child or elder abuse, or if I suspect any, if I find out about anything illegal going on in Goodwill property, I'm obligated to report it. And then if there's any imminent danger to yourself or someone else, then that also needs to be brought up. But beyond that, I want this to be a safe space. You can feel like you can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
That
So
sounds
just
good.
go ahead and sign this really fast.
Sure.
Okay, great.
So we're on date.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. We were talking about you feel like you do too much shopping at Goodwill.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm aware that I need to stop doing that, so hopefully I can just stop doing that. And that would make it easier for me at the end of the month when all my bills are due and I'm realizing, that I'm stressed because I can't get around, or what if I can't pay for gas after I pay all my bills, and how am I gonna get to work, and then how are my kids gonna get, fed if I can't go to work, how can I make money, and it's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah, right.
So it stresses me out. It's just anxiety provoking, I guess. Do you think the gas card could help in the meantime, or probably not?
My only thoughts about the gas card is just like I said before, it's not going to be very helpful to you. I feel like I would like, if we're going to work together, to work towards something a more long-term solution. So that's why I think budgeting might be a really good idea. Honestly though, budgeting sometimes doesn't really help either if you're not making the money you need to get by. If you do think there are a lot of extraneous expenses, then we can cut those out. That's not too hard.
Maybe I can try that first. And
Okay.
Then, if I'm managing my money a bit better, maybe I can see if I do need another job, because I really want to spend time with my kids too.
Sure, yeah, that's great. Yeah, we can totally do that. And what we can also do is I can do resource management for you. I have a lot of contacts with, or I should say Goodwill has a lot of contacts with exterior organizations that can help with housing, financial assistance of other kinds. So you have a lot of options, that's what I'm saying. So if
Okay.
you're interested in doing that, we can totally move forward in that.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds helpful.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that's bringing a lot of stress into your life besides, I know you said money, you said time, kids, just by virtue of being kids.
Right,
It's
right.
probably going to be stressful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be nice to have some more support. I know my family's not close by, and my friends are good, but I feel bad asking them all the time for help. So it would be nice to just have someone for my kids to call dad.
Right.
But I mean, I don't have the time to do that anyway. I mean, I'm like strapped for time and cash, so I don't even know where to start as far as that goes.
Yeah, I understand. Is there, do you have like a close friend who comes by often, like a girlfriend or something, somebody who's around a lot?
Yeah, they exist, and they're good influences on me.
Okay.
So that's
Is there somebody
helpful.
you're thinking of in particular?
Yeah,
Do you mind if I ask who that is?
Sure, my friend Meredith.
Okay.
I didn't know that you needed specific names.
I'm really not. What I'm doing this for is just to help get a sense of like who's your support network, like who you can fall back on.
Right.
You know, especially who can watch your kids, because I'm
Yeah.
getting the sense that that's really the toughest part of this.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
being so young, I can imagine,
Definitely.
calls for like another level of qualification with somebody watching them.
I mean, I do have an aunt in Dallas, but it's far. So.
Right. It's a little far to use.
Yeah, but it's
I
good
understand.
because she is in my kids' lives, so that's our closest family other than me. So that's nice, at least they have that person.
Mhm.
I'm just hoping, I mean, I'm really trying to get a raise at Goodwill.
Yeah.
I've been there for 2 years, so that's a pretty long time. And you know, I'd like to think that they would promote me to full-time. I would love to work there full-time,
Mhm.
but it doesn't seem like that's even an option anymore.
Yeah, there are a lot of part-time workers looking to get full-time positions with Goodwill right now. And I wish I could help you with that, but honestly, I don't really have much sway in that domain.
Right.
What I do want to work on is just working with what you've got, basically.
Right,
And what
okay.
I can offer in
So
terms
what
of
do
resources.
you suggest for budgeting?
Well, we have these worksheets that we can do.
Mm.
Where basically I would just have you fill out all the little expenses you have during a month. You know, phone, gas, rent, utilities, stuff you do for fun. And then we can find ways to cut back to make it work for you. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just helps to have
I've
somebody
never
else
even
there.
tried that, so.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good place to start.
Mhm.
Why don't I go and grab that real fast and we can take a look at that. Does that sound good?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, great.
I don't know.
Here, Molly, why don't you cut?